my friends. How you doing today? You good? Well, I am very glad to know that, and you're welcome to write me in the chat. My name is Maria, and it's nice to be here with you again. We are going to learn today how to get in business for yourself by reading a book, In Business for Yourself. Can you see it? Yes, great. By Bruce Williams. There are some things that can be adjusted for our 21st century, of course, in that book. And today I will continue reading a chapter called Growth, and this part 2, Problems of Growth. Let's continue. Training people, however, is just another cost of doing business. If you have an office staff of 10 and you bring in one new employee, the problem is not that great. Before we were reading about over here in this chapter right here, it's not a big one, it's just one page, 2 pages, and it was about how much you're gonna spend for 1 or 2 employees if everything is going right, or if he's making mistakes and your other employees are going to help and fix it. It takes time and money and resources. Continue. But if you have 10 and bring in another 10, half your workforce is non-productive and a liability. That's what happens when you overexpand. Growth can be just what your company needs. It can also be a tempting trap. So be aware. In my flower business, for example, a truck costs $25,000 and wears out in 3 years. The minimum for a driver is $300 per week. So you can see when I'm reading this how much it can be adjusted from the time this book was written and to our time about the money and the cost of things. The truck will run about $100 a week in gasoline or about $5,000 a year. Insurance costs about the same. That's a lot of cost for growth. In virtually every field, a close look reveals the devastation of a company that expanded too quickly. At an artificial pace, the business got away from them, and business people will willingly advise you about the perils of putting all your eggs in one basket. Yes, we can discuss more about the eggs and the basket and many advices from different people. Growth rarely occurs in a straight line. You have to cost, regroup, get some cash reserves together to tide up over when the roller coaster takes a plunge, as it always does. He is, of course, twisting his words in a nice, interesting way that you can definitely think about it. Thank you for watching me. We are reading this book, In Business for Yourself by Bruce Williams. We are learning how to get in business by yourself. And this chapter is number 15, Growth, about some problems of growth over expanding or doing it too fast. Is it good or not? And of course, you're welcome to write me in the chat. I will be glad to know more about you, about your situation, and you're welcome to ask me about my situation. I will tell you. As for now, let's read a little more. Sometimes, though, even when the dollar volume is there, it is not in your best interest to grow. That's a hard lesson to learn, especially if you are young and enthusiastic and ready to go. You can increase your volume by 20% while your expenses increase by 26%. Cutting into your profit margin. Growing involves expenses, and it's rare that expenses pay for themselves right away. You agree with me? You agreeing with me or with him? With Bruce Williams? Okay. The extra expense can prove too much for you. Turning business down is always hard, but sometimes it is necessary. I wish I had a formula that would answer the question for you whether you should grow or not grow in a given situation. Grow or not grow in a given situation. Everyone wants to know, huh? There is no such answer. Although there is arithmetic you can do that can determine whether the added volume is going to help you. Remember, however, that there are some advantages in being small. There are a lot of enterprises in which the little guy can beat the big guy. While the little guy may have to pay a little more for material and loses a little edge there, he doesn't have all the layers of management that the big company has. To a great extent, there are about as much advantage as fat to a runner. Nice, I like that, you know. It is not only big or small companies, it is about popularity, about competition in any kind of way and anywhere. And the next chapter here, not the chapter, the part of the chapter growth will be inspections. And it will be very little one like here and over here. And after that will be budgeting. We are going to read it tomorrow or a little later in a new video. So look for my videos, more videos, and I will appreciate your advices, suggestions, and emails. My email is askmarusa@gmail.com. I will be very glad to get information or new book suggestions. Thank you for watching me. Bye-bye.